often than not, when we experience a problem, our initial reaction is to push it away or to look for answers in other people or other situations. We assume the problem to be an alien force, one that needs to be overcome at the very least or ran away from at the most. But rather the inverse is true, as Krishnamurti regards the problem with a very different perspective. He maintains that the answer to the problem lies in the problem itself, and the only way to find it is to comprehend it. In this context, it is clear that for Krishnamurti, understanding is nothing more than a process of looking at or observing the problem. In one sense, it is approaching the issue in question probably just the way it is, without exaggerating it, without adjusting it to one's personal evaluations. It is worth noticing that this type of observation is rather calm and purposeful and lacks the clutter of our automatic thought processes. When looking this way at the thing, we notice that it is not a static barrier, but living barrier that has relations with one's thinking, feeling, and acting. As soon as we find that our mind is clear and free from clutter, when we are facing a problem, everything literally changes. We come to the conclusion that the problem and the solution more or less coexist and are not separate. The solution does not come from outside, but it has core relations with the very problem. It is embedded in it, and it comes out on its own when we relax and come to understanding. He talks about comprehending the issue as it presents itself in reality and not as one desires it to be. Such observation is calm, thoughtful, peaceful, devoid of interference from our routine's imagination. When we observe in this manner, we begin to appreciate the problem not as something set there, but rather as something dynamic and alive. As soon as we reframe a problem this way, there's a change. We know that the issue and its answer are the two sides of one coin. They're not opposite. The solution to the issue is available in the very same issue. It is only when we stop fighting it and instead look at it from within that this fabled solution makes itself known. This understanding cannot be forced or rushed. It comes when we allow the mind to be still and receptive, like a calm surface of water reflecting what is. In that stillness, the true nature of the problem reveals itself, and with it, the way forward becomes clear, not as something separate, but as a natural extension of what we've seen. Krishnamurti's words guide us toward a deeper way of living, one where we stop running from difficulties and instead allow them to teach us. The problem itself, when fully understood, dissolves its hold on us, and the answer, which was never a part, emerges as part of the very act of understanding.